In this video, we'll do some extra examples for sine. Now, the first thing I want to do is remind us of the equation we'll be using. So I'm just copying this straight from our notes. So we're using sine today. And sine is equal to, we're still going to, even though it looks like the word sin, we're still going to pronounce it sine. So sine of my focus angle is equal to, and we're going to use opposite over hypotenuse. We have a little acronym that helps us remember this. It's called SO, like this, where this is our sine. This is the opposite part. And this is hypotenuse. So this helps me remember that sine is opposite in hypotenuse. And we'll get into other ones that use different combinations of these. So let's do some examples. So let's say I'm given a triangle, like so. Told this is my right angle. This is x. This is my focus. I'm going to call it 27 degrees. And then we're told that this length is 12. $27 degrees. That's supposed to be degrees. Okay. So we're going to use this sine idea right here. Sine of my focus angle is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So first, let's label everything. Well, we know the hypotenuse is always across from our square root, or from our right angle. And then across from my focus angle is my opposite side. And then across from, and then touching my focus angle is my adjacent side. I still want you to label all three, even though today we're only using opposite. Do not forget to label adjacent, because we'll be using adjacent in the future. So keep labeling all three. Okay, so now let's set up our formula and solve. So we can say sine of our focus angle is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, right here. Sine of my focus angle is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So I'll say sine of 27 is equal to opposite 12 over my hypotenuse, which is x. We'll use our calculator right here. And so when I type this into my calculator, got to make sure I'm in the right mode, and I'm going to do sine of 27. So I'm going to type sine, I'm going to do 27, and I get 0.45. So this, using my calculator, becomes 0.45 is equal to 12 over x. Now to solve for x, I'm going to need to cross multiply and divide. So I'll write in my hidden 1. So I'm going to go 1 times 12 is 12 is equal to 0.45 times x. So we just say 0.45x. And now we're solving for x. So we just divide each one by 0.45. And we use our calculator for that. So I'm going to go 12 divided by 0.45 equals 26.67. Oop, we need to give it units. Let's go meters at the beginning, so we'll say meters at the end. So again, I can't stress this enough. It all starts with good labeling, hypotenuse across from our 90, opposite across from our focus angle, and adjacent touching our focus angle. Then once we have everything nice and labeled, it's easy to plug in to our given equation. Sine of our focus angle equals opposite over hypotenuse. So we did that. We plugged everything in. 27 went in for our angle, and then opposite 12 over our hypotenuse x. Using a calculator to help us simplify, and then cross multiply and solve. Okay, let's try another one, and then we'll be good. I think we'll be good on extra examples. So we're going to be told that this angle right here is 55 degrees, and let's have this side length right here be 23, and x will be over here, 23 inches. Okay, so we want to label everything and have everything kind of identified. So 55 degrees, that's my focus angle. So that's what I'm going to be focusing at. And then let's start labeling everything. So across from my 90-degree angle, always across from that is our hypotenuse. Across from my focus angle is always my opposite side. And then the side touching my focus angle is my adjacent. Touching, but not the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is touching my focus angle, adjacent is touching my focus angle. This one's already hypotenuse, so we're going to call this side the adjacent. Now that we have all this, we can set up our sine and use our calculator to help us solve. So we'll say sine of our focus angle is equal to opposite over adjacent. So sine of my focus angle, 55, is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, I apologize, is equal to opposite, my x, over my hypotenuse, 23, like so. It's all about the setup. It's all about the labeling and the setup, and then we use the calculator to help us do the rest of the lifting. So I'm going to use my calculator for sine of 55. So I'm going to go sine 55 equals 0.82. So 0.82 is equal to x over 23. Now we will add in our hidden 1 and cross multiply and solve. So 1 times x is x. 1 times x is equal to, cross multiplying 0.82 times 23. So I'll go 0.82 times 23, I'm using my calculator, is equal to 18.86 inches. Like so. And that's how we can use sine when given an angle to help us find the side length of a right triangle. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.